Hi everyone, it's Jody. Welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to do something kind of different, I guess. So I had an idea for some pillows that I'd like to make. And what I want it to be is a very minimal kind of, but I want it to be like a mountain scene. And I started thinking about this and like, how am I going to figure out, how big these mountains, it's kind of like the picture you see all the time with like these three mountains and one's in front or behind the other. So the more I just kept thinking about it, and then I thought, well, wait, let me look. And I grabbed my Crossed Squares stencil, which is what I ended up marking here. So this is kind of just like a trial run to see if it will work. And you're going to notice I have made some markings here. So I want to have 3 different mountains, and you might be, I hope you can see in the video. So I want this to be 1. So you can see I've put little tick marks here so I know I'm stitching that line. And then here I want this one to look like it kind of comes down and it stops. So it's kind of nested behind that one. Again, I've put this. And then I wanted one bigger one, and that is this one. So I want to stitch this line. And I did also kind of give myself just a little rough thing because I want to echo it a 1/4 inch. And then I don't know exactly what I want to do in here. I don't want a whole lot of stitching on this. I just want it to be very minimal. But then I did find myself with this whole upper corner, but I did want the sun, so I just used I grabbed one of my nested circles and I laid different ones there, and I think I'm going to go with the 3 inch. So I just want to have part of it like peeking in there. I don't want it to fill up this whole space. So I marked that. So then I gathered my stuff. I'm just going to use a straight ruler, and I am using this 3 inch circle ruler, which is from Deloa Jones. It's called a Circle Buster. So that's the only 2 things. You could use any ruler, of course, to stitch the circle, or maybe you want to just freehand it. That's up to you, but I know that at that size I'm probably not going to be able to keep it nice and even. So looking at this, I think my path is going to be, obviously I want to stitch the one that's has nothing in front of it first. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go ahead and stitch this first line in. And I think I do want to go ahead and do the echo as well. So I'm just going to start and stitch this first line. This one goes all the way to the edge. And then I want to do a 1/2 inch echo on the inside of that line. Get my thing out from under there. So I'm going to just stitch back up to the top. I didn't do a bad job marking that random line there. Kind of right on it. Get this thread out of the way here. I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do in here, so I'm going to kind of save that. And then I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm going to do something in here, and I think I just want to do straight lines like this to make, so essentially I need to just get over to that other one that I need to do next. So I'm just going to backtrack down here. And I am not going to use any set measurement. I'm just kind of going to make these random, but I want them to be vertical. And I am going to do these kind of, yeah, just totally random. Because again, I don't want this to get really like tight quilting. And this is going to let me travel so I can be where I need to be. I think that's all I'm putting in there. So now I can come over to here, and I'm going to backtrack up to get to this line. Okay, and then this one is going to stitch off the edge that direction. I'm going to do my 1/2 inch echo there. And then I will go ahead, just like I did on that other one, and do my vertical lines. Again, totally randomly spaced. And you know, so because they're random and I'm not using any particular lines on the ruler to line it up, I'm just kind of by eye, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but I can see that previous line that I stitched, and I can just kind of judge with the line that's closest if it's actually straight. Like if it was like that, I could tell it's angled. I do want them to be straight. Do one that's a little bit closer. And then I can just travel along the outside. To get up here. Now, of course, you could tie off, but I just don't want to. Come down here to this last line, and then this one's going to go all the way up and then back down. Then I'll put my little 1/2 inch echo in there. It's funny because I'm shooting for that line and I know that line's not right. A little bit too far there. And not far enough. Okay, I don't know if it looks very mountainy, but we'll see here. So I'm just going to do these lines. Right there from the very point. That was too close. Okay, so I'm going to come out of here, get to the edge so I can travel up here, and then I want to go over here and do my little sun. So stop right about there. Just use the ruler and stitch my circle. Okay, I like it. But I do feel like I didn't really want to put anything in here, but that might be a little too open. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I don't think I am going to do anything more. because everything else is, the density is pretty, let me pull this out of here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the chalk lines real quick. Okay, I took the markings off, and I have to say, I'm pretty pleased with this. I mean, depending on how big I made the pillows, I probably, if I make them big, which they will be obviously, this is 10-inch square, so it will be bigger than that. I will either need to, I think, add more mountains or just simply do something very open. I would probably choose like a really open meander to kind of look like the sky back there. But all in all, I'm very pleased with this. And I think one of the coolest things is that I was able to, use a super basic stencil and pull this design from that, have that grid work to use for something that's maybe not one of the first things you might think to use it for. So I hope you guys like that, and I will see you next time. Bye.